And a very pleasant good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to another broadcast here on RioSportsLive.com. I'm Joe Bowling with you, coming to you from Corpus Christi, Texas, and we are set to go for this area matchup between the Sharyland Rattlers and Brenham. Beautiful day for football. The sun's actually popping out. This is a live audio broadcast coming your way, my friends, here on RioSportsLive.com, and I'm telling you, you couldn't ask for better field conditions than what we have here and better just football conditions as we are set to go. Brenham has already made their way on the field. Sharyland Rattlers are ready to make their way out onto the field as well, as these two teams are set to go to open play here in this game. Take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get you set for the opening kickoff. It's Sharyland taking on Brenham. This is RioSportsLive.com. Before, during, or after the big game, when in Mission, Texas, be sure to stop in at Brickfire Pizza. Pizza's made to order, prepared and cooked right there just for you. Be sure to take in the atmosphere of the enclosed patio area in the back and catch entertainment on the stage or catch the game on the big screen TVs. Backing teams and staying in touch with the community, Brickfire Pizza is the place in Mission. Stop in today.
Free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday on Fox Sports Southwest.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com, we are getting set for the Sharyland Rattlers and their ball game here this afternoon against Brenham. Last year, the Rattlers made it this far as well before falling in what was a triple overtime. And so the Rattlers, who was seasoned during the last time I was in the press box calling one of their games, was in one of those, is this a rebuilding year, retooling year, or what type of football season is this going to be for the Rattlers? As they were getting beaten by La Jolla, they turned it around from there, have entered the playoffs, and now are set to go. They're the home team, and they have won the coin toss. They'll be receiving to start this ball game. We'll have the opening kickoff right after this.
Professional advisors at Employed Retirement Services have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
To help fulfill your retirement needs, come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together.
Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Back here, and thanks again for joining us on RioSportsLive.com as we are set with this live audio version of the Sharyland Rattlers taking on the Brenham Cubs. Cubs will be kicking the ball off to the Rattlers, who will be going right to left. Again, this is audio only, my friends. We will have some video highlights for you, but in this case, the curtain is pulled down shut. We will not be having live video on this one. It's the only game today that we won't have live video for you, as we have 5 additional playoff games coming your way from Rio Sports Live, including tonight's game right back here at this stadium when Mission Veterans is on the field. Kickoff is underway, and away we go. Rattlers will let this one go into and out of the end zone. And so Sharyland's offense will take the field for a first time on the day against this Brenham Cub team. Brenham, of course, traditionally has had some great football teams, my friends. They have made runs as deep as you want to go in the playoff runs. Here in the state of Texas, Sharyland has made it into round 3 on some occasions in which I've been involved in, and they are just trying to, again, write some destiny here for a squad that in some cases was written off about midway through this season. Edgar Longoria will line up as the quarterback, has a single back to his left-hand side. First down play from the 25-yard line of the Rattlers. Longoria keeps it on an optional, hands it off. Running play right side, and that goes for about a yard, if that. First carry of the game for Andres Bonilla. Brenham keying on that run. Quickly, Rattlers up to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9 yards to go. Just underway here in the first quarter. Pass play right wing. That's going to be caught out across the 30, 35-yard line and out of bounds. Nice pitch and catch to Gabriel Thomas. That'll move the chains for the Rattlers on a 12-yard strike. Good pattern, good route, good reception, good play for the Sharyland Rattlers on the hurry-up offense. Longoria has them set, empty backfield, twin receivers left-hand side. Twins out to the right side for the Rattlers from their own 36. Man in motion goes right to left, and they'll hand it off. Running play to the right side, out across the 40-yard line to about the 43-yard line. On the carry is Hector Zavala, and that'll be positive yardage for the Rattlers of about 4 yards on the gain. Sharyland just starting this ball game off. They'll look to run the ball. Again, it's Zavala running left side across the 45, out across the 48 to the 49-yard line. That's enough for a first down. That's a 9-yard carry for Hector Zavala. And so the Rattlers move the chains yet again. Quickly on a first down play, they'll pass it out on the left-hand side. It's caught by Ruben Davila. Makes a man miss, gets inside Brenham territory down to the 45. That's a 5-yard gain. And so Sharyland just methodically moving the ball downfield into Brenham territory. 11:03 left here in this first quarter of play. Rattlers on first down. Have a back in the backfield this time to the right side of Longoria. Hands it off, running play, and up the middle. It's out across the Brenham 41 to the 40-yard line, stretching out there. And so the Rattlers continue to move the ball downfield. They'll pass it right-hand side across the 40, making a move, looking for a block, but nothing doing. Nice coverage out there that time by Brenham as Lontarius McCain made the stop. No gain on the completed pass. Rattlers slow it down just a bit, but again, they will stick with this fast-paced offense on this first drive, getting things rolling here. Running play this time. Quarterback keeps it. Longoria makes a man miss, gets across the 35 to the 30, inside the 30-yard line. Down for another first down for the Rattlers. Longoria and the Rattlers moving the ball on this first possession. Nice gain by Longoria on that carry. First down play from the 32. Man in motion. Rattlers hand it off. This is going to be Adrian Solis. Solis is going to be hit, taken out of bounds about the 25-yard line. That's a tough-looking tackle. He'll end up gaining 4 yards on the play, and the Rattlers rattling off 4 yards, 5 yards, 8, 9 yards on each play from scrimmage. Second down from inside the 25-yard line. Call it the 24 of the Cubs. Pass play, looking. Now they'll pump and go. Deep route in the end zone, looking for a man. Got it, end zone. Touchdown, Rattlers. Ruben Davila separated himself in the back of the end zone. 6 points on the board, 9:15 to go in the first quarter. And how about that strike by Longoria? That was right on the money for the score. And the Rattlers, my friends, I know it's audio only. You're going to see the video replay. That looked easy. Rattlers on top 6-0. 9:15 remaining here in the first quarter. Extra point coming up. Kicker is Oscar Valdez. Ball's down, kick is away, long, high, and good. Rattlers up 7-0. We'll be back with more after this.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make it your bank.
Back here on RealSportsLive.com, and 9:15 on the clock here in the first quarter. Sharyland Rattlers jump on board quickly. Take it 75 yards on the drive, capped up by a 26-yard strike to Ruben Davila. Again, the ball was thrown in the air. Davila was blanketed in coverage by the defender, separated himself while the ball was in the air. Kickoff, and here come the Cubs. On the return, this is McLean. Makes one man miss, two more there to hit him, and he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. And so the Brenham Cubs will bring the offense onto the field for a first time today. My wife Dahlia at the camera. You're going to know that later on, my friends. I'll tell you why as you get ready to watch these highlights. We'll have Jake at the camera tonight. We'll blame all highlight miscues on Jake. First touchdown on the board. Rattlers with the score. Again, this is live audio on a Friday afternoon. Here come the Cubs. This is Garrison Weiss. He'll run the show. On first down. Turns, hands the ball on. Keeps it himself. Makes a nice move. Now he pitches it out, and the Rattlers are there to contain that play. A gain of about 3. And Weiss with some nifty footwork finally pitched the ball to Zyron Smith, the 5'10", 190-pound senior. But had it not been for Weiss's footwork, that would have gone for nothing on the gain. 3 yards on first down, 2nd and 7. Weiss this time going to throw play action over the middle. Going to be caught, upended, but a nice catch in traffic, reeling that one in, Anthony Walton. Walton climbed the ladder to make that catch, and that's a first down play. Cubs trying to answer the Rattlers' score after they took the ball 75 yards on their first drive of the ball game. Weiss takes it, swings a pass left-hand side. It's going to be caught there, making some room down the sidelines, taking on a tackler at the 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard gain. Jackson Mueller on the catch. And Mueller showed some ability at that time, as after he made the catch, he wasn't looking to go out of bounds. He was looking to take on a defender and get the extra yardage. Takes the ball down to the Sharyland 40 with 8:10 remaining here in the first quarter of play. Rattlers on top, 7-0. We got games coming your way all the way across the board on Rio Sports Live today. Starting off with this one. Then we're going to be in PSJA. Then we're going to be in Roma. Then we'll be in Beeville. And then we'll be back here tonight. First down play for the Brenham Cubs. And they'll run it to the left-hand side, hitting the backfield. And down he goes. Lost on the play of a couple. Tyree Jackson, 5'9", 200-pound senior. Never was able to turn upfield as he was wrapped up for the loss on the play of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 for the Brenham Cubs. 7:46 remaining here in the first quarter of play. Clock running. On second down, Weiss takes it, looks to throw. Rolls out right side, being rushed. Gets away from a man and then throws it away. Incomplete pass. Pressure that time from the Rattlers as Emilio Becerril was coming after him. Again, Weiss shows that he can be a dangerous man back there. That pocket was collapsing. He gave up some additional ground and then was able to outrun the defender to get free to at least prevent a sack and throw the incomplete pass. Wants to throw again. Swings a quick hitter out on the left-hand side. Man falls down. And a short gain on the play. On the catch, Zyron Smith. And as he planted to go upfield, his feet kind of left him. And so now the Brenham Cubs will have fourth down. They appear to be bringing the punting team in quickly. There was no decision on that whatsoever. Just a quick offense off the field, punting team on. 4th down and 6 from the Sharyland Rattler 36-yard line. Rattlers send a man back to return this kick. That's Sebastian Hinojosa. Punter stands right at the midfield stripe for the Brenham Cubs. Good snap. Kick is away. Spiraling kick. Going to take a bounce, and it takes a good bounce for Brenham. Rolls down near the 1, and they will keep it down there. And down it at the Sharyland 1. Highlight to the punter on that one. Beautiful kick. Rattlers take over from their own 1. We're coming to you from Cabinets Field here in Corpus Christi. Sharyland Rattlers went 25 yards on their first possession. Now they'll have to be careful on first down. Football at their own 1-yard line here on this play. Quarterback keeper makes his move out across the goal line, trips out to about the 4-yard line. Brought down in the open field by Araya Smith. That'll give a little bit of breathing room to the Sharyland Rattlers on what will be a 3-yard gain for Longoria. Longoria still lines up in his end zone, waiting for this next snap. Takes it, hands it off, keeps it on a read. Spins out across the 5, got to about the 7-yard line. Brought down that time by Colby Watts, the 5'8", 175-pound senior. And so fourth down, make it 3rd down and 4 coming up for the Sharyland Rattlers. They've been effective through the air thus far here in this game, including the touchdown strike in their first possession. Quick snap, quick pass. Left-hand side, that's completed for a 1st down. Stepping out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Ruben Davila, a nice catch. Another good route, just a crisp route by these Rattlers. And right now their offense is clicking. 5:44 remaining here in the first quarter of play. Longoria lines them up again. 2 receivers left-hand side, twins out to the right side. Single back to his left-hand side on this 1st down play. Hands it off. Cut back up across the 20, the 25, 26, 27-yard line on the carry for the Sharyland Rattlers is Andres Bonilla. Bonilla brought down, but not before he gains another 1st down. Those chains move for the Rattlers out across the 30 or 28-yard line. 1st and 10. This drive started at their 1. On 1st down, man in motion, left to right. Quarterback keeper, Longoria. Peels out to the right side, tries to make a man miss, does, got out across the 33 to the 34. Showed some good speed that time to get to the outside. Was eventually wrapped up and taken down. But positive yards gained again. Call it a 5-yard gain on 1st down for the Sharyland Rattlers. And they're mixing it up. Through the air, on the ground. Rattlers also controlling the clock right now. 4:51 to go here in the first quarter. Running play up the middle, off right tackle. Football comes loose for a moment, but hung on to by Hector Zavala. And that'll be enough for another Rattler 1st down as he gets 6 yards on the carry. For Zavala. Zavia, that's his 3rd carry for 19 yards. 1st down play. 4:28 remaining here in the first quarter of play. They'll run it this time with the option. Quarterback keeper hit in the backfield, and down he goes. Penetrating through that time was Ontavian Robinson. Longoria on the read. Was tangled up with the tailback. By the time he pulled the ball back to himself, Robinson at 6'2", 210 pounds was all over him. Drops him for a 5-yard loss. 4 minutes left here in the quarter. Sharyland Rattlers scored on their first possession. This is the 2nd time they've had the ball on the offensive end. Man in motion, design pass play. Longoria with a deep drop, deep ball downfield. Man tripped up, and it's picked off. They got tangled up, and Aria Smith gets the pick for the Brenham Cubs. Moves the football across the midfield stripe to the Cub 30. And so the first turnover of the ball game gives the ball to the Brenham Cubs. And it shuts down that Sharyland offense, which again was clicking. And in that case, the receiver did have separation. He just, at the last step, got tangled up with the defender. It wasn't really an interference call, my friends. Just got tripped up. Running play up the middle. Big play for the Cubs. Out across the 45 to the 47-yard line on a quick run that time by Tyree Jackson. Jackson had a huge hole opened up that time on that left side from the 46. Their own 46. Brenham will hand it to Jackson again. Spins past the man. Drilled this time. Ended up gaining a couple. Drives forward. Got near the midfield stripe. He'll be marked down at the 49. He made a quick spin move and then just smacked head on right into a defender. 2nd down and 7 coming up. 3:06 left here in the first quarter of play. Brenham Cubs with the ball for the 2nd time on the day. Shotgun formation. And they'll run it again. This is Jackson out across the right side. Got some room. Got a block outside the 35-yard line. Inside the 35 to the 34. And that's a quick 17-yard gain for Tyree Jackson, who now has 4 carries for 33 yards. And the Brenham Cubs have hit another gear here on this second possession. Pass play, left-hand side. It's caught by McCain. McCain got a block down the sideline to the 20. Takes on a defender there. Out of bounds he goes. That's a 15-yard strike. And the chains move again for the Brenham Cubs. Running play this time off of right side, and that's going to be stopped quickly by the Rattlers. And the whistle blows. They were still trying to fight forward. Body's getting untangled out of that. Positive yardage gained by the Brenham Cubs of 3 yards. 2nd down and 7 from the Sharyland Rattler 17-yard line. Weiss going to throw. Rolls out left-hand side. Looking now over the middle. Got a man. It's caught around the 12-yard line. That's short of 1st down yardage. Yan Yosam with the catch. And it brings up 3rd down and just under 6 yards to go, or just under 3 yards to go. They'll run it, and they hit in the backfield, and they're not going to get it. Rattlers were there to make the stop on that play. First guy in there on the play was Lupe Trevino. And now Brenham will face 4th down. Call it 4th and a long 3, closer to 4. They got to get it inside the 10 to get a 1st down. They'll pass. Looking over the middle, looking for it all. In the end zone, incomplete. And the Rattlers take over on downs. 1:04 to go in the first quarter. In a bend, not break mentality kind of drive, the Sharyland Rattlers defense stood up at the last second on that one and gets the ball back in the offense's hands. So the turnover by the Rattlers doesn't result in points. Just took some time off the clock. It did allow that Brenham offense to get in sync, though, my friends, and beware of that. Rattlers offense has been moving forward on this ball. Take away that interception. Everything else had been positive for the Rattler offense. Delay on a handoff this time, running up the middle, out across the 20-yard line to around the 21. Damon Bruneta on that catch. Ends up gaining 8. So 2nd and 2 coming up for the Rattlers. Longoria out of a shotgun, drops back, quick fires a pass left side to Davila. Stiff arms a man. Here comes a penalty flag as he gets out across the 27-yard line. That's the first penalty of the ball game. We'll see what that is. It might be a face mask. 34 seconds left here in the first quarter of play. Quickly played quarter here at Cabinets Field in Corpus. Officials talking it over. And it will be against the Sharyland Rattlers. Flag was thrown about the 24. Which would have been enough for a 1st down, but the officials are going to mark the penalty back to around the 15-yard line. Still 2nd down for the Rattlers. Longoria now keeps a man in the backfield to his right side. Drops back to throw, looking, fires it far right, incomplete pass, looking for Gabriel Thomas, well overthrown. Brings up 3rd and long for the Rattlers. 18 seconds left here in the first quarter of play. Again, we'll have some video highlights of this game for you to enjoy during the halftime break and at the conclusion of this ball game, but this is an audio-only broadcast coming your way from Cabinets Field in Corpus Christi. Longoria out of a shotgun formation. Keeps Pruneda in the backfield to his right side. Swings a pass, right side receiver screen. Brenham there for a moment to cover that, and they do a nice job. Short gain on the play. Thomas made the catch. He was waiting for some blockers to get there. By the time they did, there were more white jerseys than red, and a short gain on the play. Punting time for the Rattlers. That's going to happen in the second quarter. First quarter comes to an end. Rattlers with the only points. They lead 7-0. Back after this.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
Quito and Letty Signs, owners of the Farm and Ranch Store in San Isidro, find banking with Flora Fagan and First Community Bank in McAllen a perfect fit.
Make FCB your bank.
Rattlers punt the ball to start the second quarter of play, and it goes down inside the 45-yard line of Brenham to about their 42. Goes out of bounds there, and that's where the Cubs offense will take over. And you go back to that last possession for the Cubs, who have now 88 yards of offense. Most of that came on that second drive, and they found a little rhythm but couldn't get it in the end zone as they couldn't complete a 4th down pass play deep in the red zone against the Sharyland Rattlers. Garrison Weiss lines up in a shotgun on this first down play. Hands the ball off, running play. And out across the 43 to the 44, just a couple yards that time for Tyree Jackson. So far, Jackson's been the workhorse with 7 carries for 36 yards in this ball game. Weiss has mixed it up. He's completed 5 of 6 passes. The only incomplete pass was in the end zone. Running play again. Jackson bounces it outside, trying to turn the corner. Got across the 45 to the 46, brought down there. 3rd down coming up for Brenham. Jackson has broke a couple for 15 and 17 yards. Otherwise, it's been 3 yards or less each time he's carried the ball. A lot of movement at the line of scrimmage on this play before the snap. Penalty flags come raining in. Tonight we're back at Cabinets Field. We'll be able to unveil the curtain. You'll have live video of that Mission Veterans game. And what will the temperature be like then? It started out cool this morning when we left. By the time we got here, the sun popped out. It was kind of warm. They got an air conditioner in here. And when it's on, it feels good. And then it gets cold. And then it gets hot in the press box pretty quick. The penalty is going to be marched against the Sharyland Rattlers. So that'll be a 5-yarder. Moving the ball across the 50 to the 49-yard line of Sharyland. That's where the Brenham Cubs will have it. Weiss looking over to the sideline. 3rd and short. Call it a 1.5 yards for the Cubs. Play clock at 23 as Weiss now ready for the snap. Takes it, turns, hands it off Jackson. Got a 1st down, just drives forward to the Sharyland 45. Tyree Jackson made that one look kind of easy. Got a head of steam moving forward. Ball back on the Sharyland side of the midfield stripe at the 45. from the right hash mark. They'll run it left-hand side with a lot of room. Jackson in the secondary. Got across the 35, or that's a new ball carrier. That is Jackson, and he'll get to the 30. That's another first down for Tyree Jackson. Again, he's broken some for double digits. Tackled that time deep in the secondary from the 30. Handoff Jackson again, looking for a block, made a man miss. Got inside the 25, down to the 20-yard line, banged out of bounds that time. Coming over to deliver the hit was Daniel Pena. But that's another big gain for Tyree Jackson. Now 11 carries, 76 yards unofficially in this first half of play. 10:28 to go, and this Brenham offense now has found, like I said, they started to find a rhythm last drive. They're now 130 yards and counting in total offense. Weiss going to throw, rolling out to the right-hand side, looking back across the field. That's going to be incomplete and nearly picked off. It was well behind the receiver, and Daniel Pena had to reach low as that ball was behind him as well. He was a defender on the play, but he had the best chance of any, and there wasn't really a good chance for anybody to catch that ball, but he had the best chance of all. 2nd and 10, 10:28 to go in the half. High snap. Before the snap, here come the penalty flags. Had a new ball carrier in the game as well on the right side for Brenham, but Weiss, before he got that one, nothing doing. False start going to be called against Brenham. That's a 5-yard penalty. Moves the ball back across the Sharyland 20 to the 20, call it the 22.5-yard line. And so the Brenham Cubs will have it there. 2nd and 15. Weiss out of a shotgun. Keeps McCowan to his left side, hands the ball off up the middle. McCowan drives forward, got down to the 15-yard line in a hurry. His first carry of the game. Now you call 3rd down coming up. And every bit of 6 to go for the Brenham Cubs. 9:55 remaining in the half. On the option, handed off, running play right-hand side with some room. McCowan inside the 10, upended at the 6-yard line. That's enough for a first down. They keep bringing fresh bodies in to carry the ball. Dalen McCowan, listed at 6'1", 195-pound junior. Ready to go are the Cubs. Handed off McCowan again, running right side, hit this time, upended as he gets down to the 4. And it'll bring up 2nd and goal for the Cubs with 9:26 and counting here in the half. Football all across the Rio Grande Valley and the region for you, my friends. We'll be from here to San Antonio, to Roma, covering 6 games by the time this day comes to an end. Weiss takes a snap, hands it off up the middle. Jackson drives forward, stretches forward, and he's in. Touchdown, Brenham. Tyree Jackson on second effort stretches forth, 4-yard gain, touchdown, 6 points on the board. First score of the game for the Brenham Cubs. Extra point coming up here. Kicker for the Cubs is Victor Mendoza. Good snap, ball down, kick is up, and it is through. 9:01 to go in the first half. All knotted up at 7 apiece. Sharyland and Brenham continue after this.
I opened Alex Restaurant with the intention to give people in Broadville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people a personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alexandria, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com, we are set to go as the Sharyland Rattlers have the kick return team in to return this kick after a touchdown. Short kick, fielded at the 5, right up the middle of the field of the 10, the 15-yard line, and not to the 20 as a tackle is made by Quan Jones. Mauricio Sanchez thought he was going to make a little stutter step move to get past him, but nothing doing, and Jones drops him at the 19, and that's where the Rattlers will take over, 1st and 10. Rattlers thus far with 119 yards of offense in the game. Their first drive resulted in a touchdown, and I said it then. It looked easy the way they moved the ball downfield. First down for their own 19, man in motion, and they'll hand it off and across the 25 to about the 27-yard line. That's a 9-yard gain. Adrian Solis that time on the carry. And when these Rattlers get that ball rolling, those blockers are getting out. They're showing some speed to get out in front of these guys. And they're not afraid to go outside and get to the corners against this speedy Brenham team. 2nd and 1. Quarterback keeper hit in the backfield this time and thrown back. Loss on the play. Longoria that time kind of stepped as he got near the line of scrimmage, and that was all that was needed for the Brenham Cubs to come knifing through there on that left side in containment. Dropped him for a loss of a couple. 3rd and 3 for the Rattlers with 8:02 left here in the first half. Sharyland does not want to go a quick 3 and out here. Need a first down. Longoria takes a snap, drops back to throw. Fires a pass left side. It's caught out across the 32-yard line, stepping out of bounds. Nice pitch and catch to Tamez. That'll move the chains for the Rattlers. Gabriel Tamez on his 3rd catch of the game. Longoria was 62 yards through the air. That was an important completion right there. Rattlers empty backfield. Swing a pass left side. Nice catch, but nothing doing on yards gain. Was a high delivery. Davila managed to get a hand on it, catch it, reeled it in with a one-hand catch, but really gains nothing on the play. 2nd down play for the Rattlers with 7:26 remaining in this first half. Longoria drops back to throw, has some time, lot of time. Rifles one deep downfield, got a man right side. It's going to be caught inside the 30, 25-20. Big time first down catch by Gabriel Tamez. And how about the delivery by Longoria? He had great protection and then delivered a pass right on the money in stride to Gabriel Tamez for a 41-yard gain. Rattlers with a first down. They'll run it left side. A little room this time for Longoria. Spins inside the 10, down to the 9-yard line. That's a 9-yard gain for Longoria. And again, you go back to that pass completion, it starts with the protection. There was just no pressure whatsoever. Longoria had time to wait for Tamez to run his route. 2nd and 1. Longoria running right side. Hit, drives forward, should get first down yardage as he gets inside the 8. It is. That's good enough for a first down on a 3-yard gain. 1st and goal coming up Sharyland. 6:32 left here in this first half of play. Rattlers now with 187 yards of offense. These teams are just going right now back and forth. Longoria, empty backfield. 5 receivers set, 3 left. 1 goes in motion left to right. He'll run the option. Hands it off. Running play right-hand side. End zone time and touchdown Rattlers. Adrian Solis to the house. 6:07 to go in the half. Rattlers back on top. Good read that time by Longoria. And Solis did the rest thanks to some blocking on that right side. Extra point coming up for Sharyland. Good snap, ball down, kick up, long, high, and good. Rattlers back on top, 14-7 your score. Back after this.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close of wanting
to making history. This close to changing the world.
We are this close.
This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
ever again.
This close. We are this close to ending polio.
All we need is you.
This close.
If we don't act now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
Football teams in Texas collide inside AT&T Stadium, all battling to be crowned champions. Get your tickets now for the UIL State Championships. Be a part of this Texas tradition. Log on to SeatGeek.com. Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday.
Back here on RealSportsLive.com, it's live audio on a Friday. Sharyland Rattlers taking on the Brenham Cubs. Kickoff by the Rattlers to the left-hand side. Fielded, and here come the Cubs across the 20, up the middle of the field to the 24, 25, now the 26-yard line. And that's where the Cubs will take over on a return by Lentarius McCain. And so Brenham will have to go back to work. They answered the first Rattlers score, dialing up a sustained drive. It was a short field drive, realistically, when you take a look at where they started from their own 41-yard line. Players shaken up on that kickoff return. 6:02 remaining here in the first half. Reminding you again, we'll be back here. My wife Dahlia and I will be at this one. Jake's going to make the trip up here and join us. And we'll have live video coverage of that Mission Veterans game. As you listen to these games, understand we had additional systems we were hoping to send to the La Feria game, the Rio Hondo game, and the La Villa game. Had we done that, we would have capped off a 9-game sweep of at least some type of coverage of the playoffs involving teams in the area. Fox Sports, of course, has the rights to the video broadcast, and therefore there's a $1,000 price tag attached to each game we do video. These audio games, well, there's a little break in that. We can give you audio coverage. First down play before the snap. A lot of movement, and the penalty flags come in. And this may be against the Brenham Cubs. They've drawn the Rattlers off once, jumped themselves, so each team on these penalties before the snap has been taxed 5 yards. This time it's going to be against the Cubs. Takes the ball back just outside the 20-yard line. Still first down for the Brenham Cubs. Their offense, 151 yards, 100 yards on the ground, 51 through the air. As they've mixed it up as well. Garrison Weiss, the quarterback. Turns, hands the ball off. No, he passes it right side. Nice ball fake. Caught by the receiver. Covered by the Rattlers on a short gain. Second catch of the ball game for Jackson Mueller. Ends up gaining just a yard. Make that a 6-yard gain because of that penalty. Second down and 9 coming up for the Brenham Cubs. Weiss with a good ball fake on that last play. Now movement again, and here we go. Another false start against the Cubs. 5:55 remaining. Good crowd on hand here on the home side. That's where the Sharyland Rattlers brought their fans. I was interested to see if I'd see any Mission veteran fans yet, and I don't see many. There's a few out there. I know the players and coaches and everyone's going to arrive here about 4:30, talking with Coach David Gilpin. If you're listening in, Coach, I said we'd have you up here in the broadcast booth if you get a chance. Safe travels to the Veterans Patriots. Second down play. Cubs with a deep drop. Weiss now pressured, gets away from a man, has some room on the right side, brought down as he stretches forward across the 30, thrown to the 31. And so Weiss gets it done with his legs, preventing the sack, and ended up gaining positive yardage. Still third down, though, for the Brenham Cubs from outside their 30, call it the 31. Third and every bit of 5 yards to go. 5:24 left here in the half. Weiss out of a shotgun. Drops back, gonna throw, pressured out of the pocket again, gets away from a man, gets away from another, over the middle, caught. First down, out across the 35 and to the 41-yard line. How about that catch by Tyree Jackson, but how about Weiss? Players shaken up, but Weiss, for all practical purposes, should have been sacked on that play. Not once, but twice on that play. Man shaken up for the Brenham Cubs as they attend to him. We'll take a quick timeout. This is high school football. It's the playoffs. Sharyland and Brenham from Cabinets Field in Corpus. This is Real Sports Live.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jim Tipton and son Nick at Tipton Auto Group wanted to add a new Hyundai dealership, Walter Pocket and First Community Bank had the perfect financing solution.
Make FCB your bank.
Back here, Sharyland Rattlers and the Brenham Cubs. Cubs get a first down out across the 40-yard line to their 41 with 5:08 remaining here in the half. Weiss takes a snap, hands it off to Jackson, running right side. Looking, cuts it upfield, got across the 45. Gains 4 more. And Tyree Jackson on the day, 13 carries, 84 yards. He's averaging 6.5 yards per carry. Second down play. Weiss trying to hurry him up just a bit for the Cubs. Twin receivers left, single receiver out wide right. Jackson stays in the backfield to his left side, and they'll hand it to Jackson. Running left, got it across the midfield stripe. About a half yard short of a first down. Jackson, when he lines up deep a couple of yards behind Garrison Weiss, and he's got a head of steam running forward, that's been hard to stop right off the tackles for the Rattlers. 3rd and 1, a lot of movement up front. Here come the penalty flags. Rattlers saying they were drawn as the right side of the defense jumped across, and the Brenham Cubs will again be hit with a 5-yard penalty on this drive. Their third of this drive. And so it goes from 3rd and short to 3rd and 6 for the Brenham Cubs. Live video from here on for the rest of this day for you fans that are keeping track. I'll run down the PSJA North game against San Benito. That's live video. Out in Roma, Edinburgh Vela takes on Laredo Alexander. That's live video. Eagle Pass taking on Brownsville Hanna. That's live video. Raymondville against Navarro. Here's a pass play and a big hit delivered by the Rattlers. It's short of first down yardage, and how about that hit by Aaron Cajero? It was a gain on the play of 4. They needed 6. Make it 3 yards on the gain. They needed 6. So 4th and 3 coming up for the Brenham Cubs. Now earlier they brought the punting team in the heartbeat. This time discussions on the sidelines, and it appears as though the Brenham offense will stay on the field. 3:34 to go. This would be a critical stop here for the Sharyland Rattlers. On 4th and 3. A lot of movement up front. Rattlers jamming up the box before the snap, the whistle blows. Play clock had got down to 0. Brenham had taken a timeout just before that. With that timeout, they'll talk it over. Will they still go for it? Indication are they will. Back after this.
Illusions Boutique in Far specializes in quinceañeras, tiaras, jewelry, and accessories to accentuate beautiful dresses just for your daughter. Unique styles you won't find anywhere else. Make her quinceañera the best and come to Illusions Boutique.
Back here on RealSportsLive.com, and the Brenham Cubs will be going for it on 4th down. And every bit of 3 yards to go. Weiss stays in the backfield in a shotgun. They bunch over the right-hand side. Jackson to his left side. Here's the handoff. Jackson. No, Weiss keeps it. Running forward. Hit at the midfield strike. Drives forward, and now we're going to wait for the whistle. Moving forward, the Brenham offensive line got him a first down, but then there's a penalty on the play. Weiss's helmet came off. It looked like Weiss was going to be stopped. He was hit initially on the Brenham side of the 50, and then the offensive line just pushed and pushed forward. And then there's a face mask on the end of this play, so it will be a first down for the Brenham Cubs. And the gamble works, and then the 15-yard penalty at the end of it provides added dividends on that investment and going forward on fourth down. From the 31-yard line now of the Rattlers, the Brenham Cubs with 3:05 left in the half. Set up shop, first down. Weiss drops back to throw, pressured up the middle, and down he goes. Rattlers that time got to Weiss. He couldn't get away. Brought down on the play by Servando Pruneda Jr. Loss on the play of 6. Second and 16, clock running, 2:35 left here in the half. Weiss out of a shotgun formation. Drops back, rolls out right side, looking to throw over the middle. It's picked off by the Rattlers, down the left-hand side, across the 40-yard line, out of bounds. That's a big pick. It's Jabo Lopez. Rattlers take over. He settled in. Weiss thought he was going to get a receiver clearing over the middle. And an interception gives the ball back to Sharyland at their own 40 with 2:22 left here in the half. Already up 14-7. Rattler fans, well, hear them. Making some noise here, my friends, as it's first down. Longoria lines him up, scans the defense. Twin receivers right, twins to the left, single back in the backfield, shifts over to his right side. That's Andres Bonilla. He looks to throw, fakes the pass. Now he goes deep ball, right inside, got a man inside the 40, 35-30, 25-yard line, out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A great catch that time by Hector Zavala. Again, it was the hesitation by Longoria, allowing the receiver to run the route, and that moves the chains. 35 yards in one play for the Sharyland Rattlers. Now on a running play across the 20-yard line. Ducking his head down was Andres Bonilla. He'll end up gaining a good 5 on that play. 2nd and 5 coming up for the Rattlers. Still 2 minutes left here in the half. Longoria drops back to throw, swings a pass, right side. It's going to be, or left side, it's going to be caught. Penalty flag thrown as inside the 20-yard line, stretching forward with Ruben Davila. There's probably going to be an illegal block on this play. The defender trying to get through to cover that play went down awkwardly. That could be some type of illegal block below the waist against the Rattlers. They're marching it backwards. So instead of being inside the 20 of the Brenham Cubs, they'll mark this ball all the way back to the 34-yard line, where it'll remain second down, but now second down and over 20 yards to go. Minute 46 left here in the half. Longoria and the Rattlers trying to capitalize. Takes a snap. Rolls out. Now he gives up some ground. Going to run across the 30, 35-yard line. Longoria gets to the 20-yard line. Chased out of bounds there. Got all that penalty yards back plus some. And makes it a realistic third down coming up as far as converting for the Rattlers of Sharyland. Marked out at the, well, they mark him out back at the 23. Third down. Call it 7 yards to go for Sharyland. Minute 35 left here in the half. The clock stopped as he went out of bounds. Longoria, empty backfield, man in motion. Left to right, hands it off, and here comes a Solis. Solis takes it down inside the 15. That should be enough for a first down. It is. Adrian Solis on the carry. Rattlers maintain control of the football. Minute 30 left here in the half. Looking ahead, Brenham will get the ball to start the second half. Rattlers up by 7, looking for more here after an interception that started this drive. Longoria rolls right, looking. Right side, incomplete. Misconnection on the route. And it brings up second down. Two guys were back there. Hector Zavala looked like he was the intended receiver. But he looked back as if he was confused as to why that ball was heading his way. Quick snap now. Here comes Longoria running right side. Hit, got away from a man. Tries to get to the outside, thrown down, got to the 12. Did a good job escaping that time as he got past the defender, Dane Hawk, who thought he had a sack. Longoria ends up gaining a positive 3 on the play. 3rd and 7, though. And quickly it's third down again for the Rattlers. Clock running. A minute left here in the half. Longoria, 5 receiver set. 3 to the left-hand side, 2 out to the right side. On this third down play, drops back looking right side, and it's in the end zone. Touchdown, Rattlers. Gabriel Thomas reels it in. Longoria strikes again. Rattlers go up to 27. They capitalize off the turnover. And Longoria got his man. Extra point coming up. Ball high, long, and good. Rattlers of Sharyland. Big score right there in this ball game. Lead 21-7, 49 seconds left in the half. Back after this.
Texas high school football doesn't get any bigger than this. Fox Sports Southwest is your home for the UIL Football State Championships at AT&T Stadium. The battle for bragging rights starts December 19th on Fox Sports Southwest and the Fox Sports app.
Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Dr. Armando Salazar decided to build new dental offices in Port Isabel, John Reed at First Community Bank had the perfect financing options.
Make FCB your bank.
A Piece of Cake by Ibadas in Harlingen is a sweet.
Back here as we get set for the kickoff for the Rattlers of Sharyland, up 21-7. Kickoff on the left side, inside the 5-yard line. Here comes Lentarius McLean, out across the 20 in a hurry. 25-yard line, penalty flag thrown. This one may be coming back. Otherwise, McLean is off to the races and off to the house for 90-plus yards, but it is coming back. Penalty flag thrown. Well, there's 2 of them. There's one back inside the 20, another one at the 30. And the body language of the Brenham Cubs tells the story. McLean was busy racing down the sideline. Behind him, players were dejected looking down. Somebody knew they had been whistled for a flag. And a kickoff return is negated. That would have been 6 points on the board for the Brenham Cubs. 34 seconds left here in the half. Looking ahead, the Cubs will get the ball to start the second half of play. Official still talking it over. Here comes the call. Oh, there's a hold against Brenham. That's declined by the Rattlers, and then another, a block in the back. That's the call. Then an illegal block in the back. A third one is called. they'll accept that one, and that's where that penalty was thrown back inside the 20. So by the time they mark that off, it's all the way down to the Brenham 9. And that's where the Rattlers will take over. Check that, the Brenham Cubs. Cubs with the ball on their own 9. Now, as far as offense goes, they've got 188 yards of offense here in the first half. 2 interceptions, though. 1 for each team. Weiss lines up in a shotgun inside his own 5-yard line. Tyree Jackson to his right side. They'll hand the ball off to Jackson. He's got some room, got in the secondary. Stiff arms a man at the 20, got out to the 25-yard line. Another 16 yards for Tyree Jackson. 27 seconds left in the half. Cubs trying to move the ball quickly. Play clock and game clock started up. Under 20. Weiss drops back, hands it off to Jackson. Running play this time. Left-hand side. Going to be hit, stood up, and taken down as he got it to the 28. And that should take us to the halftime break. Jackson in the first half, 109 yards of offense. That's it. First half comes to an end, and the Sharyland Rattlers at home and under a big crowd race off the field here at Cabinus. They lead 21-7. We'll take a break. Meanwhile, the officials threw a flag at the end of that, so wait just a minute. Rattlers have already exited the field. And then the penalty flag was thrown. I think it was post-possession, which means there will be a penalty coming up against the Rattlers to start the second half. Or was it against Brenham? Either way, we'll take a look. So they did throw a penalty flag, and they assessed it. We'll take a look at who gets the ball. We know Brenham gets the ball to start the second half. Where will that kickoff start? We'll get to that as we get closer to that. Halftime has arrived. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll show you some highlights. Yes, I said show you some highlights. It's audio only. We can show you some video as far as highlights go at halftime. We'll be back after this.
And pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's in Harlingen.
Fans, mark the day and make your plans to attend the Party on the Boulevard in Mercedes February 2nd. It's a festival featuring a beer garden, food trucks, 2 music stages, artisans, competitions, pet parade, and more. Family-friendly event. Admission is free. Check out the Facebook and the website at Party on the Boulevard. Saturday, February 2nd, along the Boulevard at the Rio Grande Valley Livestock Showgrounds in Mercedes, Texas. Be there. It won't be a party without you.
Teams in Texas collide inside AT&T Stadium, all battling to be crowned champions. Get your tickets now for the UIL State Championships. Be a part of this Texas tradition. Log on to SeatGeek.com. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Saturday on Fox Sports Southwest.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
McDonald's owner Anna O'Quinn found Walter Pocket, the financing and complete range of banking services at First Community Bank to be the perfect combo.
Make FCB your bank.
I want them all. I want them all, the shrimp. Mijo, I just bought a whole bunch of shrimp.
I gotta call Jesse. Hey, Primo, my dad just bought another boatload of shrimp. What are we gonna do?
I guess we're gonna almost have to give it away. I'm gonna have to get in touch with everybody. We're gonna have to have a shrimp pachanga. Hey guys, this is what we're gonna do. 5.99 shrimp special, their choice. It's gonna be a shrimp pachanga.
Back here on RealSportsLive.com, we have reached halftime here between the Sharyland Rattlers and the Brenham Cubs. We had a terrifically played game from a Sharyland perspective. Their offense was in sync. They made a big defensive play to close out the half. They gave the offense the ball one more time, and they put points on the board and lead 21-7 as we have reached a halftime break. As far as some of the plays, well, let's take a look. Enjoy the highlights. This is replays of highlights from the first half of this ball game. The Rattlers moving the ball on this first possession. Inside the 25-yard line, call it the 24 of the Cubs. Pass play, looking, now they'll pump and go. Deep route in the end zone, looking for a man. Got it, end zone! Touchdown, Rattlers! Ruben Davila separated himself in the back of the end zone. 6 points on the board, 9:15 to go in the first quarter. But had it not been for Weiss's footwork, that would have gone for nothing on the game. 3 yards on first down, 2nd and 7. Weiss this time going to throw play action over the middle. Going to be caught upended, but a nice catch in traffic, reeling that one in. Looking to add that special look to your home? Then stop by Nip and Tuck Draperies in downtown Harlingen. With a wide assortment of draperies, blinds, bedspreads, and more, they specialize in creating exactly what you want. Quilting done right in the shop, in the workroom. Open Monday through Friday, or call today for free estimates at 956-428-4331. Visit us on Facebook or stop by 214 East Jackson. It's Nip and Tuck Draperies as you shop downtown Harlingen.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Phil and Mary Alice Oxford decided to build a new Palm Valley Gymnastics and Dance, Ricky Leal at First Community Bank provided easy and affordable financing.
Make FCB your bank.
Head to downtown Harlingen for great food, shopping, fitness, and fun. Welcome to Coletti's. Take a break for a quick lunch with handmade burgers, pastas, salads, sandwiches, and pizza. After a long day, have dinner with us where we have over 20 new menu items. Join us for Margarita Fridays and live music Fridays and Saturdays on the patio. Make any day memorable at Coletti's. Visit colettis.net. Downtown Harlingen. It's where you belong.
It's always a holiday at the Restore.
Come check us out at 507 North 1st Street.
Miss a day, miss a deal.
We're open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Visit us today.
Before, during, or after the big game, when in Mission, Texas, be sure to stop in at Brickfire Pizza. Pizza's made to order, prepared and cooked right there just for you. Be sure to take in the atmosphere of the enclosed patio area in the back and catch entertainment on the stage or catch the game on the big screen TVs. Backing teams and staying in touch with the community, Brickfire Pizza is the place in Mission. Stop in today.
Needing a treat before or after the big game? Then, when in Harlingen, stop in at the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli and treat yourself to some amazing things. Ice creams, shakes, sundaes, banana splits, and that's just a sample. If you can dream it, they can make it at the Scoop in Harlingen. From the deli comes a variety of sandwiches that is sure to bring you back for more. Hamburgers and hot dogs served every day. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 7, Sundays from 12 to 6. On F Street in Harlingen, it's the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli.
The Rattlers moving the ball on this first possession. Inside the 25-yard line, call it the 24 of the Cubs. Pass play, looking, now they'll pump and go. Deep route in the end zone, looking for a man. Got it, end zone! Touchdown, Rattlers! Ruben Davila separated himself in the back of the end zone. 6 points on the board, 9:15 to go in the first quarter. Good snap. Kick is away. Spiraling kick, going to take a bounce, and it takes a good bounce for Brenham. Rolls down near the 1, and they will keep it down there. And down it at the Sharyland 1. Highlight to the punter on that one. Beautiful kick. Their first possession. This is the second time they've had the ball on the offensive end. Man in motion. Design pass play. Longoria with a deep drop. Deep ball downfield. Man tripped up, and it's picked off. They got tangled up, and Arias Smith gets the pick for the Brenham Cubs. Set up shop, first down. Weiss drops back to throw. Pressured up the middle, and down he goes. Rattlers that time got to Weiss. He couldn't get away. Brought down on the play by Servando Pruneda Jr. Before, during, or after the big game, when in Mission, Texas, be sure to stop in at Brickfire Pizza. Pizza's made to order, prepared and cooked right there just for you. Be sure to take in the atmosphere of the enclosed patio area in the back and catch entertainment on the stage or catch the game on the big screen TVs. Backing teams and staying in touch with the community, Brickfire Pizza is the place in Mission. Stop in today. The Rattlers moving the ball on this first possession. Inside the 25-yard line, the big game. When in Mission, Texas, be sure to stop in at Brickfire Pizza. Deep route in the end zone, looking for a man. Got an end zone! Right there just touchdown, Rattlers! Be sure to take in the atmosphere of the enclosed patio area in the back and catch entertainment on the stage or catch the game on the big screen TVs. Backing teams and staying in touch with the community, Brickfire Pizza is the place in Mission. Stop in today.
Free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday on Fox Sports Southwest.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Service have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
To help fulfill your retirement needs, come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together. Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique, collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
Quito and Letty Signs, owners of the Farm and Ranch Store in San Isidro, find banking with Florida Fagan and First Community Bank in McAllen a perfect fit.
Make FCB your bank.
I opened Alex Restaurant with the intention to give people in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people a personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alexandria, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
This close.
We're this close.
We are this close
of wanting
to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We are this close.
This close. This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
To ending polio. All we need is you.
This close.
If we don't act now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
Football teams in Texas collide inside AT&T Stadium, all battling to be crowned champions. Get your tickets now for the UIL State Championships. Be a part of this Texas tradition. Log on to SeatGeek.com. Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jim Tipton and son Nick at Tipton Auto Group wanted to add a new Hyundai dealership, Walter Pocket and First Community Bank had the perfect financing solution.
Make FCB your bank.
Illusions Boutique in Far specializes in quinceañeras, tiaras, jewelry, and accessories to accentuate beautiful dresses just for your daughter. Unique styles you won't find anywhere else. Make her quinceañera the best and come to Illusions Boutique.
Texas high school football doesn't get any bigger than this. Fox Sports Southwest is your home for the UIL Football State Championships at AT&T Stadium. The battle for bragging rights starts December 19th on Fox Sports Southwest and the Fox Sports app.
Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday.
First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Dr. Armando Salazar decided to build new dental offices in Port Isabel, John Reed at First Community Bank had the perfect financing options.
Make FCB your bank.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's in Harlingen.
Fans, mark the day and make your plans to attend the Party on the Boulevard in Mercedes February 2nd. It's a festival featuring a beer garden, food trucks, 2 music stages, artisans, competitions, pet parade, and more. Family-friendly event. Admission is free. Check out the Facebook and the website at Party on the Boulevard. Saturday, February 2nd, along the Boulevard at the Rio Grande Valley Livestock Showgrounds in Mercedes, Texas. Be there. It won't be a party without you.
Football teams in Texas collide inside AT&T Stadium, all battling to be crowned champions. Get your tickets now for the UIL State Championships. Be a part of this Texas tradition. Log on to SeatGeek.com. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Saturday on Fox Sports Southwest.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
McDonald's owner Anna O'Quinn found Walter Pocket, the financing and complete range of banking services at First Community Bank to be the perfect combo.
Make FCB your bank.
I want them all. I want them all, the shrimp. Mijo, I just bought a whole bunch of shrimp.
I gotta call Jesse. Hey, Primo, my dad just bought another boatload of shrimp. What are we gonna do?
I guess we're gonna almost have to give it away. I'm gonna have to get in touch with everybody. We're gonna have to have a shrimp pachanga. Hey guys, this is what we're gonna do. 5.99 shrimp special, their choice. It's gonna be a shrimp pachanga.
Looking to add that special look to your home? Then stop by Nip and Tuck Draperies in downtown Harlingen. With a wide assortment of draperies, blinds, bedspreads, and more, they specialize in creating exactly what you want. Quilting done right in the shop, in the workroom. Open Monday through Friday, or call today for free estimates at 956-428-4331. Visit us on Facebook or stop by 214 East Jackson. It's Nip and Tuck Draperies as you shop downtown Harlingen. Back here on RioSportsLive.com, and hope you enjoyed some of those highlights from the first half. My wife's getting on to me already that I didn't get enough. Well, we'll try to get you some more highlights for you fans. Again, it's audio only as far as live coverage of this football game, and as the bands have concluded their halftime performances, the Rattlers of Sharyland, the first team to arrive back onto the football field. 6:20 before we have the second half kickoff, and there was some jawing going on at the end of the first half that resulted in a penalty flag being thrown, and indications are that's against Brenham. And so the Brenham Cubs will get the football to start the second half, and we'll just see where they have to start a drive. But you take a look at this game after one half of play, the Sharyland Rattlers with 276 yards of offense outgained Brenham. But the Brenham Cubs, again, their offense at times got real good. And this football team is not finished by a long stretch here, as far as what you would expect. as we get set for this second half to begin. We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll get you set for that second half kickoff. I'll have some statistics for you. We'll throw that at you, too. Back after this. This is RealSportsLive.com.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Phil and Mary Alice Oxford decided to build a new Palm Valley Gymnastics and Dance, Ricky Leal at First Community Bank provided easy and affordable financing.
Make FCB your bank.
Head to downtown Harlingen for great food, shopping, fitness, and fun. Welcome to Coletti's. Take a break for a quick lunch with handmade burgers, pastas, salads, sandwiches, and pizza. After a long day, have dinner with us where we have over 20 new menu items. Join us for Margarita Fridays and live music Fridays and Saturdays on the patio. Make any day memorable at Coletti's. Visit colettis.net. Downtown Harlingen. It's where you belong.
Back here on RealSportsLive.com, the Cubs make their way back on the field as well. And so Brenham and Sharyland are still 4 minutes away from the kickoff, but you can see this Cubs team is just amped up. And you would expect them to be playing at another level to start this second half of play. The Sharyland Rattlers, their defense forced a big turnover down the final minutes of that first half that resulted in the final points on the board belonging to the Sharyland Rattlers. Unofficially, statistically wise, against Sharyland with 276 yards of offense in the first half compared to 204 for the Brenham Cubs. For the Rattlers, they mixed it up on the ground, through the air. Edgar Longoria, the quarterback, 11 carries for 56 yards, led the way through the air, though. He was 11 of 14. Check that, 11 of 13 for 151 yards. His leading receiver was Gabriel Thomas with 5 catches for 76 yards. On the Brenham side of things, 204 yards of offense. 104 of that was Tyree Jackson on the ground. Through the air, 8 of 11, 72 yards for Garrison Weiss. But field position will play a factor to start this second half, as now the Rattlers of Sharyland are running out of the tunnel. They're the home team on the field, and you can hear the home crowd making some noise here for this ball club. And the Rattler defense will be tested first, and I would expect it to be a heavy test as we start this second half of play. I would buckle up for this one, my friends, if I were you. You don't get the feeling that a 14-point lead is safe at this point in time, but at the same time, if you're a Rattler fan, you also rest on the fact that your offense was able to move the football. They weren't outclassed in that first half by any chance, and their defense made some plays when they had to. So if this gets into a shootout, which it very well could here in the second half, the Rattlers have shown they have the firepower and the weaponry to go right back at it. Brenham, will they come out here and go away from Jackson and try to get more into the passing game and go over the top more often and try to turn this into a true shootout? Possibly. Or will they go with what they did? And because, again, their drives at times when they scored made it look easy. Now the football will be teed up at the 45-yard line of Brenham for the Rattlers to kick it off. So you got lots of options here on the sideline if you're Coach Ron Adame, including, and he's been known to do this in postseason, my friends, going for an onside kick. At worst, you're going to give the ball up around the 35-yard line of your opponent to start a drive. You kick this ball too deep, they're going to get it 10 yards back at the 25. At best, you can recover this football and have momentum and a 14-point lead to start the second half. It's teed up on the left hash mark. Rattlers going left to right. Brenham has 3 guys back to return this kick. But again, if you have an onside kick that you've worked on, this is not a bad spot, and the Rattlers appear to be setting up for a true onside kick. And it is a high bounce, and it's going to take a bounce. And the Rattlers had a chance, and they recover it. There's a penalty on the play. We'll take a look at the penalty. Rattlers saying they got it, so does the official. Now wait for the penalty. They've yet to call with that. Now Brenham saying that's against Sharyland. The ball went the designated 10 yards before anyone touched the ball. If that's the question, the officials can clear that up right now. If it's offsides, but the ball was thrown back on the Brenham side. Here comes the call. They'll call an illegal formation against, I believe, against Sharyland. They were making the call, and then the official turned off his microphone, and he wants some more clarification. If it's an illegal formation, they're going to make them re-kick this football. That took just an absolute perfect bounce on the onside attempt for the Sharyland Rattlers. Now the official clicks on his microphone yet again. They're going to call it an illegal block, meaning that the Rattlers made contact before the ball carried the 10 yards, preventing a Brenham return man from getting to that football, from getting in position to make a play. And so that's a 15-yard penalty against Sharyland, which will take away the part of the penalty yardage that we started this second half with. Rattlers will still be kicking off, but now the ball will be teed up at their 40-yard line. So we're going to go back to a traditional kickoff, I would expect. However, as well as that was played off by the Rattlers, you may dial up that onside kick again. Everything was in your favor for the Rattlers as far as going for that onside kick when the ball was at the Brenham 45 teed up. Now that it's at the Rattler 40, they appear to be going back to a traditional kick. Three guys back, the guy to watch, Lentarius McLean in the center of the field for Brenham. It's a short kick back inside the 25. Cubs returning it out across the 25 to the 26. Not much room there for Hayden Allen. And that's where the Cubs take over, 1st and 10 to start this second half of play. 11:44 left here in the third quarter. Now we got a player shaken up on that play. During the return, one of the Brenham guys goes down. They'll attend to him. While they do that, we'll take a quick break. Again, thank these advertisers. They're assisting us in bringing you playoff football. Audio only here this afternoon. Video across the board, and we'll be right back.
It's always a holiday at the Restore. Come check us out at 507 North 1st Street. Miss a day, miss a deal.
We're open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Visit us today.
Before, during, or after the big game, when in Mission, Texas, be sure to stop in at Brickfire Pizza. Pizza's made to order, prepared and cooked right there just for you. Be sure to take in the atmosphere of the enclosed patio area in the back and catch entertainment on the stage or catch the game on the big screen TVs. Backing teams and staying in touch with the community, Brickfire Pizza is the place in Mission. Stop in today.
Needing a treat before or after the big game? Then, when in Harlingen, stop in at the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli and treat yourself to some amazing things. Ice creams, shakes, sundaes, banana splits, and that's just a sample. If you can dream it, they can make it at the Scoop in Harlingen. From the deli comes a variety of sandwiches that is sure to bring you back for more. Hamburgers and hot dogs served every day. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 7, Sunday.
Back here, first play from scrimmage, third quarter, passing play for the Brenham Cubs, and that's good enough for a first down. Zyron Smith, after the catch, gets some additional yardage. Now they'll spot him down. What will they mark? Oh, they spot him down shy of first down yardage. out across the 30 or 34-yard line. That's a 7-yard gain. Brenham now will pass the ball out on the left side. Caught there out across the 40-yard line. Anthony Walton on the catch. He's thrown backwards, but that's enough for a first down. And so Brenham, consecutive passing plays to start this second half of play. Weiss sets him down from the 42-yard line, his own 42. Third quarter just beginning here. Weiss on a shotgun. Drops back, looks right. Passes in the flats. Caught at the 45-yard line. Out across the midfield stripe. Down to the Rattler 46. Another quick strike to Anthony Walton. So nothing doing on the running game, at least on the first 3 plays. Weiss has him set. 11:01 left here in the third quarter. Drops back again, hands it off. First running play, and that goes for just a couple of yards up the middle by Tyree Jackson. He'll gain 3. Making it 2nd and 7 for the Brenham Cubs. Weiss has him at the line in a hurry-up offense. First possession, second half. Brenham with the football. Weiss wants to throw. Straight drop back, has time. Over the middle, caught. That's a first down into Rattler territory, down to the 31-yard line. Third catch of the ball game for Jan Yosem. Chains will move again for the Brenham Cubs. And already Weiss is ready for the snap. On first down from the 32. Swings a pass right side. That's going to be caught again by Walton. Drives forward down to the 25-yard line of the Rattlers. And now suddenly this quick hit passing game is just moving the football downfield for the Brenham Cubs. 13 of 16 in the game now for Garrison Weiss in the passing game. 2nd and 3. Drops back to throw again. Looking for a deep ball over the middle. Caught down around the 10-yard line. Driving forward down to the 5-yard line. First and goal coming up. Yards after the catch by Tosum. And so what a change here. It went from an onside kick that was recovered by the Rattlers to now 1st and goal for Weiss and the Cubs. Hands it off to Jackson. Running play right side. Drives forward in the end zone. Touchdown Cubs. And that drive looked as easy as it gets. Tyree Jackson caps it off. Took less than 3 minutes. And the Brenham Cubs score the first points here of the second half. Extra point coming up. I said it could very well turn into a shootout here in this second half. And then you just look at the weaponry available. Rattlers have got weapons to do so. Extra point up and good for the Brenham Cubs. They'll kick off. Rattlers get the football for the first time in the second half, leading by 7. Back after this.
On F Street in Harlingen, it's the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor in Delhi.
Before, during, or after the big game, when in Mission, Texas, be sure to stop in at Brickfire Pizza. Pizza's made to order, prepared and cooked right there just for you. Be sure to take in the atmosphere of the enclosed patio area in the back and catch entertainment on the stage or catch the game on the big screen TVs. Backing teams and staying in touch with the community, Brickfire Pizza is the place in Mission. Stop in today. Back here on RioSportsLive.com, that advertiser right there, Brickfire Pizza. We had a chance to go out and visit with the folks out there at Brickfire earlier this week. And wow, what a great pizza. My wife even had a keto pizza, which she didn't think existed. But the crust they made was out of cauliflower and broccoli and cheese. Add to that some toppings, and we took half of it home, and we gave half of that and half of a pizza that I got, anything but keto when I get something. And we put that in front of Jake, and he ate them both and didn't know the difference. It was that good. Kickoff to the Rattlers, and on the return, out across the 10 to the 15-yard line for Sharyland to the 20, 22, and then a penalty comes raining in. That official threw that flag 18 yards on the fly. What an arm. Rattlers will take over. Now we'll sort out the penalty. It was thrown from behind Sharyland, but it was thrown in the vicinity of where the tackle was made. Normally, it's just a real quick indicator. It's an illegal block. That's the case. Block in the back against the Rattlers. So they'll move the ball back inside the 15, down to the Rattler 11. And that's where Edgar Longoria and company will take over on this drive. Third quarter, 9:17 remaining. Sharyland jumped out to the 7-0 lead. Led 21-7 at the break. And the first time their offense is on the field, Longoria takes a snap. Runs an option, hands it off. Left-hand side, out across the 15 to the 20, the 24-yard line. That's 14 yards on a first down carry for Damon Proneda. Proneda has his second carry for 22 yards in the game for the Rattlers. First down. This time they'll bunch it up with a double tight end set, and they'll run a play. Everybody running right. Longoria banged out of bounds out across the 25 to the 27-yard line. Tough hitting that time. As McClain came over to finish off the run by Longoria. Credited for a 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7 for the Rattlers. Two receivers wide left, short side of the field. Two receivers bunched up to the right side for Longoria. From the right hash mark. Single back in the backfield to his right side. Drops back to throw. Has some time. A ton of time. Rolls out. Still looking downfield. Now he gets rid of the ball. Over the middle of the field. It's tipped away and incomplete. In the direction of Adrian Solis. Aiden Allen made the play to tip it away. As Longoria again was given plenty of protection by his offensive line to deliver that ball downfield. Incompleted pass. 3rd down and 7 for Sharyland. They've got to get it out across their own 34 to get a first down. Rattler fans making some noise on this 3rd down play. Longoria, direct rollout left side. Looking, fires a pass, got a man. That's going to be tipped away and incomplete. Terrific play made that time by Arias Smith. Otherwise, that was an easy pitch and catch for a first down. Punting time for Sharyland. Momentum has swung to Brenham. It hasn't been a huge pendulum swing, as the Rattlers of Sharyland still enjoy a lead, but Brenham scores on their first possession. Defense forces the ball to be punted away. Offense going to get it again and should get decent field position out of this at worst. Good snap. Kick is away. High wobbly kick. It's going to be returned from the 40. Covered quickly there by the Rattlers out to the 42-yard line. And that's where the Brenham offense will take over. We're in the 3rd quarter with 8:04 left here in this game. Winner of this will take on Corpus Christi Veterans. Most likely, my friends. They're up big. Or Cal Allen. Cal Allen or Alamo Heights. They'll take on the winner of this. That Corpus Christi Veterans game will take on the winner of our nightcap game with Mission Veterans. 8:04 remaining here in the 3rd. Weiss and company back on the field. Their first drive looked good here in the 3rd quarter. Pass play overthrown. A little pressure up the middle that time, and Weiss, that ends a string of completions of 10 in a row for Weiss. Mixed in there was an interception, though, so I guess is that a completion? Someone caught it. How's that? 8:02 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Weiss hands the ball, keeps the ball, running right-hand side. Hemmed in, gives up some ground. Now he tries to get to the outside, does. Has some room. Midfield, 45, out of bounds at the Sharyland 41. Weiss used the blocking, then his feet, then his speed. That'll be a first down. Garrison Weiss now with 4 carries for 24 yards. Clock stops with 7:52 to go in the 3rd quarter. New set of downs for the Brenham Cubs. Quick snap, Weiss hands it off. This is Jackson. off the right side, lifted and thrown backwards. Gained a yard, maybe 2. Forward progress got him to the 40-yard line, so that's a 2-yard gain for Weiss, or Jackson that is. Tyree Jackson, 18 carries, 113 yards unofficially here in this game. Lines up as a tailback on the right side. Weiss wants to throw. Looking this time, deep ball down the right side, caught inside the 15, down to the 10, down to the 5. Catching it is Jackson Mueller. The chains move big time for Brenham. In rhythm, in stride, Mueller. Got that for 31 yards, I believe. First and goal for the Brenham Cubs. Rattlers trying to get some defenders on the field. They do so just in time. Jackson running play, right-hand side. Takes on a tackler, drives forward, and he is in for the touchdown. Tyree Jackson scores. Brenham back-to-back scores to start off the second half. An extra point away from tying it up. Yikes. Extra point coming up. Brenham. Good snap, ball down, kick up, long high, and good. The Brenham Cubs right back in this ball game have tied it up. Just knocked off over half my stuff. I got to pick that up. Commercial break. We'll be right back. Before, during, or after the big game, when in Mission, Texas, be sure to stop in at Brickfire Pizza. Pizza's made to order, prepared and cooked right there just for you. Be sure to take in the atmosphere of the enclosed patio area in the back and catch entertainment on the stage or catch the game on the big screen TVs. Backing teams and staying in touch with the community, Brickfire Pizza is the place in Mission. Stop in today. Back here on RealSportsLive.com, Joe Bowling with you. My wife Dahlia assisting, running the show. She'll be providing the video highlights for you, my friends, at the end of this game. We can't go live video. We can't even have a video replay of this game. All you get some highlights. That's all you would get if you're watching it on television. Television stations are using some of our highlights for these games. And so the fans at least get some semblance of the coverage here. Otherwise, it's all on yours truly to tell you what I'm seeing. Doing my best here. 7:13 to go in the third quarter. The momentum is all on the side of the visitors. Brenham Cubs, back-to-back scores, kickoff. Rattlers on the return, across the 20, 25-yard line to the 30, out to the 31-yard line. Good return that time by the Sharyland Rattlers. Adrian Solis gives them decent field position, but now the Rattler offense is going to have to up the ante. The Brenham Cubs have scored on back-to-back possessions to start this second half. 7:08 to go. The 14-point lead is gone. And now the Rattler offense will try to gain back some edge here against this Brenham Cub team. Longoria out of a shotgun. Man in motion left to right, hands it off. Motion man makes a move, makes a man miss, tries to turn the corner. 30-yard line, out of bounds at about the 35. A long way to go for Adrian Solis to end up gaining 3 yards. One time it looked like he could have turned that ball upfield. They'll give him a 4-yard gain, by the way. And then he decided to give up a little ground and get to the corner. Good pursuit that time, though, by the Brenham Cubs. He got out of bounds. It stops the clock with 7:02 to go in the third. 2nd and 6 for the Rattlers. Longoria sends a man in motion left to right. Going to keep it himself. Bounces it left-hand side, drives forward across the 41 to the 42-yard line. That's enough for a first down on a carry by Edgar Longoria. First down play coming up. Rattlers got a first down on their first possession of the second half, but that's where it stopped. Brenham defense shut him down, got the ball back in that offense's hand. Longoria swings a pass left side. Receiver screen, it's caught. Out across the 45 to the 46-yard line on a completion to Davila. That'll be a 5-yard gain for the Sharyland Rattlers. Second down play for Longoria. Ball out across his own 47. Man in motion left to right. He'll hand it off to the motion man. No, Davila keeps it. Then he's hit. Longoria, and down he goes. Looked like that time he was going to go ahead and give it off to the motion man, who was Mauricio Sanchez. Longoria kept it, was dropped quickly. No gain on the play. Rattlers now facing 3rd and 5. Dropping back, Longoria swings a pass left side, caught, first down, and more down the sideline. See you later. To the house goes Joe Gomez. Touchdown, Rattlers. He beat the defender, then he raced everyone to the sideline. Touchdown. Perfect strike that time for the Rattlers, Longoria. But give credit on that 45? 55-yard touchdown. $53-yard touchdown. Extra point is up and good. We'll figure out the numbers after this. The biggest number that means the most, 7 points. That's for the Rattlers. They regain the lead. Kickoff after this.
Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday on Fox Sports Southwest.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Service have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
To help fulfill your retirement needs, come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together. Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Back here on RealSportsLive.com. Rattlers score, lead, and now kickoff. Short kick from the left side of the field, out across the 30 to 35-yard line. That's where the Cubs will take over on a return by Hayden Allen. I'll get off this talk about a outright shootout here to start this second half. I'll just leave it at this. At 28-21, I don't think 40 is going to be enough to win this game for either team. You're going to have to get beyond that 42 to 45 range before I think this is said and done. That's the kind of weaponry we have here on either side of the field. Brenham offense back on the field. They've scored twice on 2 possessions here in this third quarter. 21 points on the board between the two teams. New player in the game. Running ball right-hand side across the 35-yard line to the 40. Still on his feet. 45 midfield. Down the sideline. 40. Inside the 35. First carry of the game for Javen Dixon. And a big gain it is. Brought down at the 36. Dixon on a big gain. Now a running play right-hand side as Tyree Jackson drives forward. Jackson on that carry. Second down and 7 yards to go. They'll look to throw. Swing it left-hand side, Anthony Walton. Hit, drags a man, gained a yard or two. Nice tackle in the open field that time by the Rattlers' Danielle Pena. Pena on a nice stop. 3rd and long coming up for Brenham. Sharyland has yet to stop this Brenham Cub team in the second half. Opportunity knocking right here. Weiss gets a play from the sideline. From the Rattler 33 on 3rd and 6.5. Jackson to his left-hand side. Weiss looks to throw. Pressure coming up the middle. Gets away from that. Rolls out right-hand side. Looking downfield. Got a man. Caught. Back inside the 15 to the 10. First and goal coming up. What another play by the feet of Weiss, and then the arm, and then the catch by Zyron Smith. $16 yards on the strike by Weiss. First and goal for the Cubs. Weiss hands it off to Jackson. Hit, down he goes. Nowhere to go that time for Tyree Jackson. Dropped after actually a loss on the play of a yard. And it brings up second and goal. Football just outside the 10 of the Sharyland Rattlers. 3:42 left here in this third quarter. Weiss takes a high snap. No, it's a direct snap to Jackson, and then the penalties come in. That was an awkward-looking play. I think for the Rattlers, they would have rather that snap occurred. They'll call a false start against Brenham. They had some problems with that in the first half, making some drives more difficult than what they ended up being. Still a goal-to-go situation, second down. But like I was talking about, the Rattlers may have benefited more had that snap occurred. It was a high, terrible snap to Jackson. He was going to get hit in the backfield for a loss, and then you lose it down. Second down, Weiss wants to throw. Over the middle, end zone, touchdown. Easy pickings that time. Jan Tosam with a catch. So the extra 5 yards didn't affect Garrison Weiss and company at all through the air. He scores 3 possessions, 3 scores in the second half for the Brenham Cubs. 3:20 left here in the third quarter. Extra point coming up. Victor Mendoza's been a busy man here in the second half. Tries to tack on the extra point here, and he does. Brenham and Sharyland all tied up at 28. How many times will I say all tied up? Back after this.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Back here, thanks again for joining us. A live audio presentation of high school football playoff action between the Sharyland Rattlers and the Brenham Cubs from Cabinets Field in Corpus Christi, Texas. We got live video taking off across the way. 4 o'clock kickoff in Roma. I think it's a 3 o'clock kickoff at PSJA North. That's scheduled to go any minute with San Benito. Further up the road to Beeville. San Antonio. Freddie's out there covering that game between Brownsville and Hannah. And we'll be back here for the Mission Vets game. Kickoff to the Rattlers. Rolls to the 15. Picked up there, out across the 20, 25, 30. 35 up in it across the 37. Then a penalty comes in. And so that's probably going to be an illegal block against the Sharyland Rattlers, and they'll move it back. Potential highlight play right there, but nothing doing. That penalty will throw this one backwards. .316 left here in this third quarter of play. Brenham now with 380 yards of offense. Sharyland with 362. What's the magic number? 43? 43. I think you can win a game if you get to 43 here in this one. You may need 42 just to stay in it. Rattler offense back on the field. Edgar Longoria. Tie game. Longoria hands it off. Running play, right-hand side. Short gain on the play is Hector Zavala. That time gains maybe 2. And it's 2nd and 8. Under 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. A lot of fireworks here. 3 touchdowns by Brenham in the third quarter. 1 for the Sharyland Rattlers, all knotted up at 28 apiece. 2:45 and counting. Longoria keeps it on a run. Left-hand side across the 30 to about the 31. That's a gain of just shy of 3. And 3rd and 5 coming up for the Sharyland Rattlers. They've converted on some third downs here in this ball game. Their defense would like to get a little breather. Would like to get a first down here on this. Would love to get some points on the board, but at least get a couple of first downs on this drive. Empty backfield for Longoria. Drops back to throw. Pump fake, looking, downfield, big play, looking for it all. Overthrows his man, incomplete. He was trying to direct Joe Gomez to go deep downfield. Gomez got tangled up about the time the ball was lofted into the air. No chance for Gomez to run that down. Stops the clock with 2:02 to go in the third. And the Brenham Cubs drift back Hayden Allen, the senior, to return a punt inside his 30-yard line. High snap, and it's going to be a rugby-style punt. Wobbly kick, takes a roll for the Rattlers inside the 25, inside the 20, down to around the 15-yard line. Nice job of getting away from pressure and delivering the punt, Oscar Valdez. And so for the first time, I'll say this. Brenham takes the football with a chance to take the lead. Minute 51 to go here in this third quarter. And Garrison Weiss and company make their way onto the field. Rattlers led 21-7 at the half. Brenham's offense has upped the ante here in the third quarter. Scoring on 3 possessions. They'll have it 1st and 10. Weiss rolls out right side, delivers a pass, short gain out to the 23. Anthony Walton on to catch, his 5th catch of the game. The Cubs started with a short, well, that's actually a 7-yard gain. Started with a short passing game to start this second half. It's benefited as they've moved the ball downfield with ease. Jackson now on a carry up the middle. Tackle is made as he gets across the 25 to the 28. And had that man not hung on for dear life to Tyree Jackson's ankle, he would have been gone. He was a half a step, it's less than a half a step from breaking that for a touchdown. Weiss delivers a pass right side. That's going to be caught. Another quick hitter out to Anthony Walton. That'll be a gain of another 6 yards. Clock running. We're under a minute left here in this third quarter. 2nd and 4 coming up for the Cubs. Bad snap. Picked up. Handoff to Jackson. Drives forward. Got a first down out across the 40 to 41-yard line. And it's Brenham offense. There's no secret, no stretch, no hiding it. They are clicking. Receivers catching balls. Blocks being made. Jackson on the ground. Weiss with his legs and his arm getting the job done. Rolls out right side here. Looking downfield. Going to take a hit as he goes out of bounds. And then a penalty comes in. It's going to be a 15-yarder against the Rattlers. They got over there just about the time Weiss was going to go out of bounds. But again, that's one of those. And that's such a tough call to make. You got a quarterback who has done some magic-like things to get away from defenders. He appears as though he's going out of bounds. So you're on the dead run to make contact. Had he decided to go upfield at the last second, which he's shown the ability to do, and you back off from that hit, he may go to down the line for the distance. 15-yard penalty. Weiss drops back to throw. Looking over the middle. Big play coming up. Big hit made. And it's an incomplete pass. How about that hit in the secondary by the Rattlers? The 6'3", 175-pound Tosam was going up for that reception. Climbed the ladder to make the catch, but then ball separated from receiver. Incomplete pass brings up second down. Stops the clock with 16 seconds to go here in this third quarter of play. Garrison Weiss on second down. Takes it, hands the ball off. Jackson hit, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Couple of defenders there. Now the ball came out of there. The Rattlers recovered it, but nothing doing. And that will take us to the end of the third quarter of play. The fireworks may have just begun. 21 points by Brenham in that third quarter. 7 for the Rattlers, nothing decided. All tied, 28, fourth quarter after this.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
Back here, first play, fourth quarter. Weiss wants to throw. Pressure. Hit. Down he goes. Back inside the midfield stripe. Back on the Brenham side of the 50. And as the fourth quarter begins, the Sharyland Rattler defense makes their biggest play in the second half. And will force Brenham to punt. Weiss given no time that time at all. Punting time. Rattlers back to return this kick. Step a man inside the 15-yard line. This will be Ruben Davila. Also back to join him is Adrian Solis. High snap. Punter gets the kick away. A high spiraling kick. Fair catch called for and made at the 13-yard line of the Sharyland Rattlers. So the defense makes their first stop of the second half for Sharyland. Offense takes over a drive. They actually mark it down nearer the 14. With 11:03 left in this ball game. Last year, Sharyland went into an overtime thriller before falling in this round of the playoffs. This year, led 21-7 at the halftime break. And as Edgar Longoria and company make their way on the field, they'll start a drive at their own 14-yard line. One receiver out to the right-hand side. That's Gabriel Thomas. Two receivers wide left. Longoria on first down. Hands the ball off. Running play across the 15 to the 16. Solis on the carry. Gains a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up for Sharyland. Rattlers now with 369 yards of offense here in this game. Longoria on second down. Hands it off, running play right-hand side across the 20-yard line, out to the 25. That's enough for a first down as Solis went back to work. Moves the change for the Sharyland Rattlers. 10:28 and counting here in this fourth quarter. First down play for the Rattlers. Empty backfield for Longoria. 3 receivers left side. Takes a snap, swings it out left-hand side. In the flats, it's caught by Solis. Takes on a tackler, drives out across the 30 to 31. Defender said he took the ball away. The official said no, sir. And so the Rattlers will end up gaining 6 yards on the play. Now, because his helmet came off, Arias Smith, who has an interception in this ball game and also who thought he took the ball away, will have to exit the game for this play. Longoria takes a snap, hands it off. They'll run the short side of the field, cutting it upfield to about the 34 is Zavala. But that'll be short of first down yardage by a yard. 3rd and 1 coming up for the Rattlers. Clock running with 9:46 to go. Script this right if you're Sharyland. You want a long, sustained drive, take off a lot of time off the clock and put points on the board. Longoria trying to bounce it outside, hit in the backfield, and down he goes. Fighting off the block that time, Dalen McCowan. And that's a loss on the play of 3, and 4th down coming up for Sharyland. It went from a more than manageable 3rd down to a punting situation for Sharyland. So circle that play with just a little over 9 minutes left in this ball game when the Brenham Cubs defense, Dalen McCowan, made a play. Good snap for the Rattler punter. Kick is away, low wobbly kick. Takes a bounce for the Rattlers, and they'll down it at the 45-yard line of Brenham. They started a drive here already this half and put that in the end zone in a hurry, did the Cubs. Their offense now will make their way on the football field here. Starting at their own 45, 393 yards of offense in the game for the Brenham Cubs. Garrison Weiss and company have been stopped 1 time here in this second half. That was on their last possession. They'll line up here. Twin receivers right, 2 out to the left. Jackson in the backfield to the right side of Garrison Weiss. Jackson on the carry, turns the corner, left-hand side, 45-40, down to about the 36-yard line. A quick 14 yards for Tyree Jackson. And then a player shaken up at the end of the play for the Brenham Cubs. That was right about the place the tackle was made. We'll take a look at that. We'll be back. That may be Jackson that's down. We'll be back after this.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
Quito and Letty Signs, owners of the Farm and Ranch Store in San Isidro. Find banking with Flora Fagan and First Community Bank in McAllen. A perfect fit.
Make FCB your bank.
Back here, that was an 18-yard gain for Tyree Jackson. He's the man that was shaken up, walked off under his own power for the Brenham Cubs. He'll be out for this play. Clock stops with 8:42. Now they crank it up. Left in the ball game. First down play. Weiss wants to throw. Swings a pass left side, incomplete. Threw that behind his intended receiver. Weiss actually had more time than he thought to deliver that pass, and his receiver was actually a lot more open as Travion Britton, the 5'6", 150-pound junior, missed a play there. Second down play. Weiss looks right side this time. Receiver screen. It's caught, and here comes Mueller in the open field to the 25, down to the 23-yard line. That's enough for a first down. They go right back to Jackson Mueller. Chains move for Brenham. 1st and 10 from the Sharyland 24. 8:20 left in this ball game. Weiss drops back, hands it off. Running play up the middle. Down around the 10-yard line on the carry for Dylan McCowan. And that'll be enough for a first down just outside the 10-yard line. McCowan now with 4 carries for 28 yards. Pass play for Weiss. Finds a receiver in the left side. Upended and down goes Mueller. Ends up gaining nothing on that play. It's a completed pass for Garrison Weiss. Second down, 10 yards to go. Cubs can get a first down without getting to the end zone here. 7:37 to go. Weiss wants to throw, looking for the end zone. It's tipped and intercepted in the end zone by the Rattlers. Picked off in traffic, Ruben Davila. Rattlers take over with 7:31 to go in the game. How big was that play? They went high with the pass in the end zone. Davila got it. Pick off in the end zone. Rattlers take over at their own 20. Second interception of the game by the Rattler defense. The last one was in the final minutes of the first half that resulted in a touchdown. Longoria and company back on the field to operate the offense. They'll overload the right side this time with a tight end on that right side. Now they'll shift Pruneda. Everybody looking right side for the Rattlers. Pruneda will take the handoff and get hit and get thrown down, gained a yard. Tried to cut back. It was just student body right side. And then hand the ball cutting back against that, but the Cubs were there to cover that. 1 yard gain. Clock running, 7:10 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Sharyland facing second and a long 9. Longoria from his own 21-yard line. In a shotgun, clock goes under 7. Drops back to throw. Has some time, a ton of time. Flushed out of the pocket, directs some traffic, going to keep it, runs out of bounds. Got back near the 20. Might have lost a yard on that play. Secondary that time with great coverage for the Brenham Cubs to prevent anything downfield for Longoria. Third down. Longoria got back to the line of scrimmage, says the official. It's 3rd and 9. Trying to capitalize off the interception. The Rattlers need 9 here. Got to get it out across the 30 for a first down. Longoria with 6:50 left here in this ball game. Play clock down to 12, down to 10. Looks to the sideline. They try to change the play up. Play clock down to 6. They may call a timeout here. Rattlers looking. They'll call a timeout. They didn't like something on that play. They elected to burn their first timeout. Will they need that later? We'll see. Back after this.
I opened Alex Restaurant with the intention to give people in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people a personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alexandria, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
Back here after the timeout. Rattlers 3rd and 9. 6:50 left here in the ball game. Longoria rolls out right side. Swings a pass back to the left side. It's caught, and the receiver's knee was on the ground. Otherwise, that was going to go for big yards. It was just a low-thrown ball. Davila got it, but his knee went to the ground, and he was down right there. Punting time for the Rattlers. Missed chance there. They had 3 blockers in front of him. Had he been able to keep his knee off the ground. And now they blow the play. They stop play for a moment here. Clock stops with 6:35 left here in this game. Officials looking to the sideline, now talking with each other. Still kind of meandering around. Here comes a call. They're going to run time off the clock. Thought they were going to put time on it. They take it up to 6:41, so they put a little extra time on the clock. Talked about, will the Rattlers need that timeout? Will that 6 seconds make a difference? I don't know. It may before this one comes to fruition. The Cubs should get good field position on this exchange. Both men standing inside Rattler territory to return the kick. Fair catch called for. Fair catch is made. Both players ran into one another, but hanging on to the ball for Brenham was Hayden Allen. So the Cubs take over in Rattler territory to start this drive. You go back, it was an interception in the end zone that gave the ball to the Rattlers. So in all practical purposes, all that was really lost was a couple minutes off the clock, and Brenham was pushed back 30-something yards. They have it at the Rattler 46, first down. Weiss and company on this first down play. Takes the snap, hands it off, running play, and that goes to the 45, and then they'll blow the play dead. Another carry by McCowan. They haven't seen Jackson back in the game since he exited. McCowan given credit for a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9. Weiss has him set. Calls out the play from the line of scrimmage. Takes a snap, drops back to throw. Pressure up the middle. Gets away from that, dumps off a pass that's incomplete. That's a dangerous pass. It bounced right out of the hands of Tosam. And a Rattler defender was right there on the tip drill. With your eyes up, you got a chance to make a pick there. 3rd down coming up. Clock stops with 6:01 left here in the 4th quarter. Jackson back in the ball game, I believe, on the right side of Weiss. Drops back to throw, looks to throw. Pass nearly picked off, dropped by the Rattlers, and that may have been 6 points. Right into and out of the hands of Javo Lopez. Punting time for Brenham. Quick 3 and out. 5:58 to go. Again, you go back, you start scripting out things and plays when opportunities are there. Rattlers had a tip drill opportunity to interception. And that was a gift-wrapped interception there. It was incomplete passes. You get the ball back, but you start playing the what-if game. Somebody will when they look at the film of this ball game. High punt, wobbly kick, returned by the Rattlers from their 10, trying to get, they put a knee down. Again, it was ruled that Ruben Davala put a knee on the turf as he made that catch. Means the Rattlers will have to take over at their own 10. So an awful lot of this 4th quarter has been played on the Rattler side of the midfield stripe. Their offense starts this drive 90 yards away from a score. Rattlers have never trailed in this game. Led by as many as 14. Longoria and company. With 385 yards of offense here on the day. Needing some more. Running play up out across the 14 to the 15 is Bonilla. That's a solid gain of, call it 5 on first down for the Rattlers. Clock running with 5:36 left here in this ball game. Longoria out of a shotgun on 2nd down. Turns, runs the ball right side, got a block, drives forward, bounces off a man, gives up some ground, ends up gaining a couple. Was about a yard short of a first down when he backpedaled. They'll mark him down 3 yards shy. And it's another 3rd down for the Rattlers with 5:06 left here in this game. Empty backfield for Longoria. Play clock at 22. Takes a high snap. Keeps it himself. Drives forward. Out across the 20. That's enough for a first down. That's an important 4 yards for Edgar Longoria and the Sharyland Rattlers. Drive stays alive. A new set of downs. 4:45 left here in this game. If you're Sharyland, now when you script this out, you would rather the regular portion of this game regulation time be decided with you having the ball in your hands. You don't want to give it back. High snap, Longoria hands it off on a read. Running play right side, and that will go for some positive yardage for the Rattlers as Bonilla just refused to go down. Should have been dropped for a loss of a yard, maybe a gain of nothing. Ends up gaining near 3. Second down. 4:04 left here in this game. Longoria, empty backfield for the Rattlers. 3 receivers, left-hand side. Looks left, receiver screen. Caught this time out across the 30 to the 31-yard line. That's short of first down yardage on a catch to Davala. 3rd and just under 3 to go. Kevin Naro used to say a manageable 3. I'll agree with that. 3:32 to go. Rattlers, again, need to get these first downs. You can be in control of an awful lot here on the field with just a sustained drive right here. On 3rd down, Longoria takes a snap, rolls right-hand side. Hit, down he goes. Pursuit that time by the Brenham Cubs and a loss of a bunch of yards. Punting time coming up. All the way back inside the 25 to the 24. 2:56 left in this ball game. Brenham will get the ball. Will again get good to great field position out of this. As most all of this fourth quarter has been played, well, it has been played in the Rattler end of the 50. Punt is away. Wobbly kick, takes a Rattler roll inside the 40, back inside the 35, back down to the 30-yard line, and it was a terrific roll that at least has Brenham taking a snap on their side of the 50 here in this second half, or check that fourth quarter. 2:25 left. Timeouts remaining. Each team has 2 left. Brenham, when you look at their weapons, you have to look at Toussaint as one of those lightning in a bottle, can make one play with one snap. Jackson back in the game, stands to Weiss's left. He's capable of breaking one. Gets a handoff here, running to the outside, gets upended, and down he goes, gained a yard. Knocked out of bounds, so they'll stop the clock with 2:20 left in the game on a 1-yard gain by Jackson. Quickly, Weiss and company at the line, ready to take the snap on 2nd and 9. 2:20 left in the ball game. Weiss takes a low snap, hands it off to Jackson, running off right tackle. This goes for nothing. They'll stand him up right at the 30. Back-to-back running plays by Brenham. Trying to spring Jackson, goes for nothing. 3rd and 9. 2 minutes left here in this ball game. Jackson will exit the game. Dylan McCowan checks in. Here's where you watch where Toussaint lines up. He's isolated, man-to-man coverage on the right side. Short side of the field. Weiss looking that way all the way. Delivers a ball well overthrown, incomplete. They had what they wanted. They wanted Toussaint at 6'3". With man-to-man coverage, Emilio Hinojosa, a sophomore, was over there. There was no way anyone was going to catch that ball. Minute 45 left in the ball game. Rattlers will get the ball on the exchange here on a punt. They reset the play clock down to 25. Game clock stop with a minute 45 to go. Punt formation for the Cubs on 4th and 9 from their own 31-yard line. Rattlers 2 men back to return this punt. Long count, then the whistle blows, penalty comes in. False start against the Cubs. Again, we've played over 10 minutes here in this fourth quarter. 9.5 of that was played on the Rattler side of the 50. And now the Rattlers will creep a couple of guys up to return a punt near their 40-yard line. they may get good field position out of this exchange. Punter stands back at his 12 now for Brenham. Another long count. High snap, punter gets back, gets it inside his 10. Wobbly kick, right side. It's going to stay in bounds. Take a Brenham roll and then go out of bounds outside the 40 of Sharyland. Rattler offense will take over at their 42, and you have got a lot of control right now if you're Sharyland. Minute 37 left in this game. Offense on the field, starting a drive at their own 42. You do not have to go for desperation plays, but if you see something that opens up over the top, you can certainly take a shot. A lot of options here in the playbook. Edgar Longoria on 1st and 10 for the Rattlers. Sends a man in motion, takes a snap, hands it off, motion man, trying to bounce to the short side of the field. Hit and thrown down. That's going to be a loss on the play. On a carry by Adrian Solis. McGowan over there to make the stop. He stayed in bounds. So the clock will run with 1:20 to go. Are the Rattlers looking at overtime in the second consecutive year at this round of the playoffs? Right now they're in no hurry to get the next play off. 1:04 left in this ball game. Longoria on 2nd and 14. Man in motion. Trots back to throw. Looking over the middle of the field. Scans it. Now delivers the ball. Got a man open inside the 40, and it is going to be caught. Inside the Brenham 40. A nice catch that time by Zavala. Hector Zavala. Great concentration to keep his feet in bounds. And a first down for the Rattlers with 52 seconds to go. From the 37-yard line of Brenham. Rattlers have 2 timeouts left. Longoria sends a man in motion left to right. Solis keeps it himself. Running play. Got to the 35 down there. .39 seconds. You figure the Rattlers are going to have to get another 10 yards to have a field goal chance here. 2nd and 9 here. 29 seconds left in the ball game. Longoria, pump fake, looks to deliver the ball, throws it up for grabs down the left side. It's going to be incomplete. Nearly picked off by Arias Smith. Turning into a defender was Ruben Davala. And had he not ripped that ball out of Smith's hands, Brenham would have the ball. Incomplete pass. Stops play. 20 seconds left here in the game. Rattlers, 3rd and 9 from the Brenham 36. If you're going to do something here, it's end zone time for the Rattlers, unless you're just going to run it out into overtime. You can take one shot here if you're Sharyland. Longoria drops back to throw, looking, scrambles out, rolling right, waits, delivers a ball right side, picked off, down the sideline for the Cubs, up the middle of the field to the 40, and tackled at the 40-yard line with 8 seconds left in the game. An interception by McLean. Brenham will have one shot of their own to go over the top. The receiver was there for a moment. McLean broke on the ball as Longoria had taken that extra drop to buy some extra time. Therefore, the ball was in the air a ton for McLean to make the play. Now, Brenham and Garrison Weiss will come into the field. Sharyland will send 3 defenders back beyond the 45-yard line. Weiss turns, hands it off to Jackson, running up the middle. Midfield stripe, and overtime, here we come. 3 seconds left. Brenham calls a timeout. Maybe not overtime. Jackson on that carry. Brenham did call a timeout as he was brought down at the 48-yard line of the Rattlers. So will Weiss loft one downfield? Rattlers led 21-7 at halftime. Brenham outscored them by that margin in the third quarter. Scoreless fourth quarter, an interception in the end zone. Right now stands the difference as the Sharyland Rattlers defense made the big play. Now they need to make one more play here to force overtime. Garrison Weiss stands back at his own 48 to receive this snap. Low snap, drops back to throw. Pressure coming. Weiss gets away. Then he gets hit and down he goes. And overtime, here we come. A sack by the Rattlers. And nothing decided after 4 quarters of play. Overtime after this.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close. Of wanting to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We are this close.
This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
Ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio.
All we need is you.
This close.
If we don't act now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
The best football teams in Texas collide inside AT&T Stadium, all battling to be crowned champions. Get your tickets now for the UIL State Championships. Be a part of this Texas tradition. Log on to SeatGeek.com. Download the free Fox Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday.
I believe Brenham won the toss, if I heard the official right, and deferred. Sharyland will have the football first in this overtime period. And for Brenham, they'll bring the defense onto the field. Each team made it exciting down the stretch there. In that fourth quarter. No time on the clock. The clock is insignificant now. It's 1st and 10 for the Rattlers of Sharyland from the Brenham 25. Each team will get the ball here in this overtime period unless there's a defensive score on this drive by Sharyland. Edgar Longoria and company made it look easy at times in that first half to score some points. Second half, one drive, they lit it up. Other than that, Brenham, the defense controlled this game. Longoria on first down. Runs an option, keeps it himself. Up the middle, 15, 10. Longoria down inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line on the first play in overtime. 1st and goal coming up for the Rattlers. Great read that time by Longoria. And he nearly broke that on the first play in overtime. 1st and goal. Longoria now sets him down to the 7-yard line of Brenham. Rolls out, looking to throw in the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Rattlers. Catch was made by Adrian Solis. And that didn't take long. Fans now just understanding that it was a touchdown. Rattlers for the extra point. Officials were talking it over, but play clock's running, my friends. They got to get an extra point team in here on the field. It's down, the play clock's down to 10. They're still getting personnel on the field for Sharyland. Play clock down to 5, down to 4. Snap is away, kick is away, and it is good. Rattlers made that exciting. Kickoff. Well, not a kickoff. Possession. Brenham gets the ball. They need to score. They have to score. Back after this.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jim Tipton and son Nick at Tipton Auto Group wanted to add a new Hyundai dealership, Walter Pocket and First Community Bank had the perfect financing solution.
Make FCB your bank.
Back here. Thanks again for joining us on audio only. Man, wouldn't this have been fun to do on video only? You'll get to see some highlights of this game later on, my friends. Sharyland Rattlers and the Brenham Cubs were in overtime. Sharyland scored on their possession. And now the Brenham Cubs, Garrison Weiss and his troops on the field. Dylan McCowan's in as a tailback on the right side. Cubs trying to get some personnel on the field. Play clock down to 4. Weiss takes a snap. Keeps it himself, running right-hand side. He's got some room. On the run, inside the 10, inside the 5. Garrison Weiss, touchdown! One play, Cubs a point away from tying this up in overtime. Garrison Weiss. And they bring in, it appears the kicking team is in for the Cubs. They have the option, of course, to go for 2 or go for 1. Traditional extra point means we'll play another round of overtime. That didn't take long. Snap is low. They get it down. The kick is away, and it is good. Nothing decided after 4 quarters, and now overtime. Second overtime coming up. Sharyland and Brenham. This is Real Sports Live.
Illusions Boutique in Far specializes in quinceañeras, tiaras, jewelry, and accessories to accentuate beautiful dresses just for your daughter. Unique styles you won't find anywhere else. Make her quinceañera the best and come to Illusions Boutique.
Back here on Real Sports Live. Now Brenham will have the ball as we start this second overtime period. Weiss looks to throw. Rushed out of the pocket. Stays on his feet, looking downfield. Got a man inside the 15. Down inside the 10 and down to the 9. On first down, and Weiss again did it with his feet, my friends. The eventual catch was made. But that was all Garrison Weiss. First and goal now for Brenham. Weiss takes a snap. Hands it off to Jackson. Tyree Jackson to the left-hand side. Tyree Jackson strides forward, stretches forward. Touchdown, Brenham. Tyree Jackson. And Brenham scores first here in this second overtime period. But now they'll say it was out of bounds at the 1. So hold off on that touchdown. Second and goal coming up for Brenham. Jackson thought he was in. Players shaken up after the play. Score is correct. All knotted up, 35 each. We're in the second overtime period. Player that was shaken up appeared to be Tyree Jackson again. Or is that McCowan? That's Jackson. He's up under his own power. Thought he had a touchdown there. It was close. Second and goal in the second overtime for the Brenham Cubs. Garrison Weiss sets him down. They haven't started the play clock yet. He's got a ton of time to wait for the snap. Takes it, turns, hands it off McGowan. He's upended, and he is in for the touchdown. And this one is in. McGowan. Brenham scores first in the second overtime period. Told you need at least 42 to win this. At least they are close to that right now. Extra point for the Cubs. First time the Cubs have led in the entire game. Snap is a little high. They get it off. The kick is away, and it is good. Brenham Cubs on top. 42-35. Rattlers get the football after this.
Texas high school football doesn't get any bigger than this. Fox Sports Southwest is your home for the UIL Football State Championships at AT&T Stadium. The battle for bragging rights starts December 19th on Fox Sports Southwest and the Fox Sports app.
Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday.
Back here, Cabinets Field, our first of two games coming your way. Audio only here for a playoff game. Overtime, second overtime period. Brenham with the lead, Sharyland with the football. First down for Longoria. Takes it on a read, hands the ball off. Man hitting the backfield, and down he goes. Zavala was hit in the backfield, lost yardage. 5-yard loss brings up 2nd and 15 for the Rattlers of Sharyland. That was a long developing play that time. Longoria held on to that ball forever before giving it to Zavala. Second down. Rattlers got to score a touchdown and get an extra point to extend this into a third overtime period. Longoria now on second down. 15 yards to go. A lot of movement up front. Penalties come in. That's a penalty against Sharyland. 5-yarder moves them back to the 35. Still second down, but now 2nd and 20 for the Rattlers. Now you're changing your playbook up. You got to go deeper into some pages to find plays to run here in a second overtime period. Longoria drops back, rolls right, has protection, delivers the ball deep downfield. It's going to be in the end zone. It's incomplete. Terrific play made back there by Lontrarius McLean. At the high school level, you do not have to be looking back to defend a ball, and the fans are groaning at that. McLean ran right through the receiver, preventing eye contact at the last 3 or 4 yards while that ball was in the air. Now it's 3rd down and 20 for Sharyland. They took a shot deep. Still looking, you can get a first down here. You don't have to go to the end zone, but you have to do something here of the 12 to 15-yard variety for something real on 4th down. Pump fake, ball delivered, hit as he's throwing, incomplete pass. Longoria took a shot. Weak side, untouched. Jontavian Robinson hit Longoria just as he was going to, as his arm was going forward. Ball falls incomplete. And now 4th down for Sharyland and the Rattlers. Timeout was called by Sharyland. They'll have a 4th and 20 trailing in double overtime. Back after this.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Dr. Armando Salazar decided to build new dental offices in Port Isabel, John Reed at First Community Bank had the perfect financing options.
Make FCB your bank.
Back here, the Sharyland Rattlers called a timeout. Coach Ron Adame out there talking to his troops. If ever there were a coach that we've covered over the years that has options when it comes to calling offensive plays, that comes up with some magic just when you need it, Ron Adame would be one I'd have on my sidelines any day of the week. They'll have it 4th and 20. Got to get it inside the 15 to get a first down. Brenham Cubs with the lead, trying to hang on here and win this game. It'll be an empty backfield situation, it appears, for Longoria before this snap. Officials, meanwhile, are talking things over before the snap, and now they're all going to converge back beyond the 40-yard line, so this will prolong this call a little bit more. It allows the coaches on both sides to take a look at the personnel in the game, and right now you can take a look at where the defense is set up for the Brenham Cubs. They've got a string of defenders back at the 20-yard lines, about 5 yards ahead of the first down. Their job will be to keep everything in front of them. Rattlers, again, do not have to go end zone here. And now as the officials talk it over, Longoria walks over to the sideline to talk things over with Ron Adame and some of the skill position players. Check in. Meanwhile, Brenham substitutes into the game. Some different defenders. It's all before the snap out of the timeout. Now the officiating crew appears to all be on the same page. And now they're going to talk it over with Ron Adame first before this snap. They may be wanting to look at Longoria after he took that blindside hit. He got up fine, but if the official saw something that is of a concussion type interest, they can pull him off this football field. And you talk about applying some pressure on the Sharyland sidelines. That may be the case. Mauricio Sanchez is down there warming up, getting loosened up. A couple of guys are getting loosened up, as a matter of fact. Will Patterson also over there playing catch. There's guys playing catch for Sharyland, and now they're going to go stand right next to Longoria. So Longoria, they say, was injured, and he has to exit the game for one play. This one play happens to be 4th down. Enter Oscar Valdez as a backup quarterback for the Sharyland Rattlers. Season on the line, 4th and 20. Rattlers will have to call a timeout. Longoria, again, was just drilled. It was a blindside, letter-perfect tackle. Caught him right in the middle of the back. He went down. He got back up under his own power, but the officials had blown the play dead, indicating it was for his, quote, injury. Because he was injured, the official said that he has to exit the game for a play. For the Sharyland Rattlers, if you don't get a first down here, there is no second play. That's first down at a minimum. You need a touchdown as you're trailing here in the second overtime. Oscar Valdez, a senior for the Sharyland Rattlers. Steps on the stage here. None brighter right now in a sun-soaked field in Corpus Christi Cavanis Field on a Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. Empty backfield for Oscar Valdez. Drops back to throw. Here comes pressure. Steps up. Has time. More pressure. Hit, and down he goes, and the Cubs get the win. He never got the pass off. And the Brenham Cubs hang on and win this one by the score of 42-35. It looked like Valdez was going to be able to step up in the pocket and at least get a pass away. But heavy pressure coming in from behind, and down he goes. Again, you talk about pressure. You've been on the sideline the entire game, come in and, oh, hey, our season's on the line in one play. Can you make it? That's a tough chore. I don't care what level you're at. Brenham hangs on, gets the win. What a victory for the Brenham Cubs. Come from behind in the second half, score 21 points in the third quarter, and then in double overtime, win this one 42-35. That's going to wrap it up for our broadcast. We're going to go grab something to eat and get you set up for our live video broadcast, which is later on today. That will be Mission Veterans. Hope you enjoyed this broadcast. Again, audio only. We can move forward with the video, my friends. We just need the sponsorship to help us out. Until next time, I'm Joe Bowling. So long.